Curious, engaged, you are looking at pure random static. But watch what happens as a computer methodically chips away at that noise. From total chaos, it extracts a perfectly clear city skyline. Over the last few years, tools like Midjourney and DALL have captivated the internet. You type a short text prompt, hit enter, and a highly detailed image appears on your screen seconds later. To most of us, the process feels entirely like magic. But underneath the interface, there is a rigorous mathematical process at work. It is called a diffusion model. Before diffusion took over, the field of high-fidelity image generation was dominated by generative adversarial networks, or GANs. A GAN is a system where two neural networks constantly compete against each other to create convincing fake data. GANs produced impressive results on standard metrics, but they hit a ceiling. The training process was highly unstable, and they often suffered from mode collapse. Mode collapse is a failure where the network starts generating the exact same image over and over, completely losing the ability to create diverse, high-resolution outputs. Researchers realized that trying to teach a machine to paint a picture from scratch on a blank digital canvas was the wrong approach. Instead, they needed to teach the machine how to sculpt a picture out of pure static. To teach an AI how to build an image, you first have to make it an expert at destroying them. This training phase is known as forward diffusion. The system takes millions of crisp, real-world photos and systematically ruins them. It takes hundreds of tiny steps, adding a layer of Gaussian noise at each interval. Gaussian noise is a specific mathematical distribution of random pixel values that looks exactly like television static. Eventually, the original photo is completely gone. The AI watches this destruction happen. Its sole objective is to memorize the exact mathematical sequence of how the image broke down, so it can learn to perfectly reverse the process. That brings us to reverse diffusion. When you ask the AI for a new image, it starts with a completely fresh, random patch of static. Using what it learns during training, it begins predicting and removing the noise step by step until a clear picture emerges. There is a massive catch. A single high-resolution picture contains millions of individual pixels. Running complex denoising math on every single one of those pixels directly would instantly crash a standard home computer. To make this process actually usable, the heavy lifting couldn't happen in the visible pixel space. The entire operation had to be compressed down into a microscopic, hidden realm called the latent space. Latent space is a highly compressed, data-rich representation of an image. An autoencoder, a neural network designed specifically to compress and decompress data, shrinks the image down so the math becomes small enough for consumer hardware to process. Once inside this compressed space, the actual denoising work is handed off to the U-Net. A U-Net is a specific neural network architecture, originally built for biomedical image analysis, named for its distinctive U-shaped data pipeline. The data travels down the contracting side of the network into an encoder bottleneck. Here, the U-Net compresses the data even further, forcing the system to isolate the most essential geometric structures and semantic patterns hidden inside the noise. Then, the data moves up the expanding decoder path. Crucially, the U-Net uses skip connections. Skip connections are direct data links that allow high-resolution details from the first half of the process to bypass the bottleneck entirely, ensuring fine spatial details aren't lost when rebuilding the image. At the end of this pipeline, the U-Net outputs a precise prediction of the noise slice. That noise is subtracted from the latent space, and the autoencoder steps back in to decode the clean representation back into visible pixels. The combination of latent space compression and the U-Net architecture creates an incredibly efficient engine, capable of turning mathematical chaos into human-recognizable art on a standard laptop. The technology works remarkably well, but we now have to ask, what happens to a society when anyone can conjure a photorealistic version of reality from pure noise at the push of a button? Diffusion models operate as complex black boxes. Because they require massive amounts of internet data to learn, they automatically absorb our historical biases. If a user types in a prompt for a doctor or a nurse, the model often defaults to highly stereotypical gender and racial depictions. This image illustrates facial recognition nodes used to detect digital manipulation, an increasingly necessary tool. As automated systems produce increasingly convincing video and audio, the threat of deepfakes grows acute. The erosion of visual truth makes it difficult to hold individuals or organizations accountable for what is real and what is generated. Furthermore, the global creative community is fighting back. Because these models were trained by scraping billions of copyrighted artworks without permission or compensation, an intense legal battle over intellectual property ownership is playing out across international courts. The unchecked ability to mass-produce synthetic media threatens the livelihoods of working artists, while simultaneously degrading the foundational trust of our shared information ecosystem. In response to these growing threats, the European Union implemented a proactive regulatory framework known as the AI Act. This pyramid chart shows how the AI Act categorizes systems by risk. At the bottom are minimal or limited risk tools, like chatbots. Moving up, regulations tighten for high-risk systems, while AI designed to manipulate behavior is legally prohibited. While foundational generative models like Stable Diffusion aren't automatically placed in the highest risk category, they now face strict transparency obligations. Developers must prove they are protecting fundamental human rights and respecting copyright laws. We have successfully trained machines to bring stunning order to digital chaos. Our defining challenge now is ensuring that the tools we built don't introduce irreversible chaos back into our reality.